was tired, and then you got guys on the sidelines just talking about this. Are just like period 22 in our training session. So you kind of see that they value what we're doing during the week.
The great thing about winning is if you don't play well or things don't go right, to have the attitude to fight to win. That's what it's all about. That's what we're doing every game. Fighting, clawing to win. Now we don't have blowouts. That's waiting to happen.
He's just a special player. I mean, the first day we had him, it was how many different ways can we find ways to get him in football? But he is just a dynamic football player.
I mean, I used to always play with him on a video game back in the day, so yeah, I know what he can do. He got me a lot of points when I played with him. But he's a talented guy.
I mean, shoot, without Sproles, we'd be in some trouble, to be honest. We really would.
First and foremost, Darren's a receiver, and I've said that since day one, since we've had him here. Came up big when they had to come up, and against that guy, I mean, he made a couple passes today. I was like, wow. Just went back to the sideline and let's do it again. So we're gonna kick it twice. We're gonna kick it twice.
The kick is off. What a moment! Take home the victory. Couldn't have been any more exciting for me.
It's gone! And the Eagles win!
Teams that kind of fight at the end and they win. Every game should be like that, and we don't plan to.
30-27, and the Eagles come from behind dramatically.
We talk about building a wall, and there really is a wall built right here. These three guys right here are responsible to work up to the play side linebacker. These two guys are responsible to work up to the backside linebacker. And then Brent Selleck has a huge block where he's got to control the C-gap. And then Darren now has the ability to press this path. And this ball can really hit in one of three spots. It's actually four spots if you really look at it. It can be a bounce play. We can bang it so we can punch it right up in here. We can bend it back, or we're coming back behind the backside guy, or we can bring it all the way back. So it's bounce, bang, bend, or bring, and it comes all the way back across the ball. He's got four options, but the key is that we don't get split on any double teams. We're doing a great job of taking the defensive lineman to the linebacker. We're doing a great job of wadding it up here to this linebacker, and then Darren has his choice of where this thing's going to hit. Nick does a good job of carrying out his fake, and then what we try to do in our offense is get speed and space, and so when you see Darren come off the backside, he's one-on-one in the open field with the safety. And then just the finish by him was just outstanding. There's four guys that have a legitimate shot at him. He's just so hard to knock off his feet. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the fourth guy. And then the third guy gets back in, and we end up scoring a touchdown. And that whole swing right there in late in the third quarter for us was just a big deal.
Was huge. And Macklin on that play, great job blocking downfield.
And one of the things our guys do a great job, he transitioned from he was an option route, had a chance to run a route. He sees it's hand, so now.
Just got done a crap load of yard work. And the only thing that's keeping my sanity right now is it's game day. It's game day. Okay, well, there's about 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get this more light in here, but it's 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Eagles are losing 14-7. Kirk Cousins is looking like Peyton Manning. This defense can't get off the field on third down. This is absolutely pathetic. It's a joke so far, the way the Eagles' defense is played. The Eagles' offense hasn't been on the field yet. Why? Because the Eagles win the coin toss. I don't know. The one thing about Chip Kelly that I don't get is why is it when he wins coin tosses, he constantly defers to the second half? The strength of this team is the offense. Let them take the field first. But anyhow, the Redskins get the ball first. They go right down the field, score a touchdown. The Eagles get a kickoff return for touchdown by Chris Polk. Shout out to him. That was a great kickoff return. And then the Redskins get the ball and march like 90 yards, converting third down after third down, and get right down the field and retake the lead just like that. So the Eagles' defense so far is looking like garbage. I mean, it's only been a couple series, but they're not getting any pressure on the quarterback, and the receivers are just wide open. There's a lot of designs to that, and I understand that, the bunch formations and whatever, but I mean, the Eagles have actually stopped the run, but they can't stop Kirk Cousins. They can't stop the pass so far, and he looks like freaking Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. I mean, come on. I know he's a decent quarterback, but this is a little ridiculous, guys. Come on, let's pick it up. Let's make some stops. Let's get off the field. Get the ball to the offense. Let them make some plays. Anyhow, that's what's going on so far. I have some more in-game footage as we go along. But so far, not so good. Eagles are losing 14-7, and Kirk Cousins is just looking like the second coming of Joe Montana right now. I mean, he's just making every pass. But anyhow, we'll see what happens. Long way to go. Eagles have the ball now. Hopefully they can get down the field and let their offense do something and tie this game. And, we'll see. I'll have some more in-game footage, too, as we go along.
Come on, guys. Get off the field this time. Let's go, D. Stop them up. Come on. Oh, damn it. Come on.
That's a first down, Garcon. That's a touchdown. He's got a 4.
It's been all game long. Come on, defense.
One incompletion for Cousins. So a dynamic player in the NFL with what he can do. Got a helmet-to-helmet hit. The second-year corner, David Amerson, he just got up and jogged off. I'll check him out on the sideline. First down. Here's Foles. He finds a receiver. It's the week that he had last week.
Come on, guys. Pick up that first down. Let's do to them what they've been doing to us. Come on.
Team that just wasn't very good up front. In Jacksonville, but a good start again this week by Ryan Kerrigan. They're down in 6. Foles steps up.
Come on, Nick, you got that?
He's got it. First down. As we end the first quarter. A 9-yard.
There you go.
And that's the long for Nick Foles, number 9.
Sproles just fumbled. Redskins have the ball back. See if our defense can make a stop here that they haven't been able to do the whole game so far.
Come on, defense. One time now. Let's go. Here's a stop. Hold him to 3.
Third down and 2. And
all right, finally.
Right-handed Pierre Garcon made a move, but now kind of in between area. The field goal unit will come on, and that's the first third down stop by the Eagles defense.
They finally got a stop on third down. The receiver dropped it, but the field goal's good. And it's 17-7. Redskins up by 10 here in the second quarter. I'm on offense. That turnover by Sproles hurt because Eagles are driving there, and that gave them basically a field goal here. But defense was able to get a stop, and
what exactly is
let's keep it going, guys. Let's get going on offense. No turnovers.
Come on, Nick.
Shoulder fake from Foles, now onto his left.
All right. Oh.
And Zach Ertz has been a big play receiver downfield.
It's that.
Downfield threat is good for 10 and a first down. Now Ertz is off to a good start this year as well in his sophomore season, and Foles sees him right away. He knows that he's got a chance to get him the ball in the middle, but because he had to
come on now, let's get that touchdown. Punch it in there. Come on.
Continue to allow Ertz to work to the sideline. It's a nice completion.
Come on, oh.
First and goal from the 9. Boy running to his right. It's time to talk about this Redskins defense. People want to dismiss what they did last week because it was against a bad Jacksonville team. But they are much improved from a year ago, and Jim Haslett likes what he's got. Yeah, they are much improved, Joe, and I agree that Jacksonville just didn't
play much
offense really on either side of the ball, but
gotta get a touchdown here.
Too, that Hazlett's been working with the exception of
turn the ball over now.
Great acquisition, as well as Ryan Clark.
Come on, oh. There you go. Yeah.
Jordan Matthews. And he'll keep it. That's his first. Foles is going to grab it. An 11-yard touchdown to Jordan Matthews. Watch Perry Riley right here, and then you've got
that offense.
The rookie going up the seam, and Perry Riley is looking in the backfield.
There you go, Rook, your first one of your career. There you go.
That allows Matthews in to
just Matthews?
Run in behind him. Pretty easy completion for a touchdown. Second round pick out of Vanderbilt. He's got his first in the NFL.
Now, come on, defense. Let's get some stops now.
Washington,
get turnover.
Philadelphia, 3-point Washington.
That's much better.
Finds Matthews. The rookie's got his first in the NFL. Foles has Sproles, and he gets popped. Not a good decision there by Foles. He really had nothing, and so you keep the clock going. and having to use a timeout to stop it. He would have been better off just throwing that one in the ground. Gain of just 2. So that
Come on, offense.
was a bad decision. And here's the hit that's made helmet to helmet by Keenan Robinson on Darren Sproles. And here's the non-call on the horse collar as Paul gets a left hand in there, starts to pull him back, but then they go forward.
See that, Colts fans? We don't get calls either. There you go.
He needs to be real careful what he does with the ball here in terms of throwing it in the middle of the field. If it's not in the end zone, he's unable to stop the clock. It would be difficult.
Come on now, let's get in the end zone here.
Clock it, and to be able to get their field goal team on the field. Mike Herrera agrees back in the LA.
Come on, Nick.
Not a horse collar, good no call. Pass end zone.
Yeah! 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 That's it, Matthews! There you go! There you go! Way to finish the half, guys. Come on! That's a great way to finish the half. Get the lead. And we get the ball to start the second half. Maybe it was a good job by Chip to defer to the second half. All right. Cousin of Jerry Rice, Jordan Matthews. I see you. Look like Jerry on that play.
Nice job. And after all that, barring something completely unexpected,
Woo!
the Eagles are going to have a halftime lead.
The Eagles in the lead at the half by a point. See you in the second half.
Ooh. Oh man, what a half it's been so far. 21-20 Eagles at the half, and as I said, I'm going to show you some in-game stuff this time. So you're definitely seeing the emotions, the ups and downs of a game so far. Eagles, again, kind of sluggish to start. Well, not so more so on defense. I mean, special teams, as soon as they get the ball, they get a kickoff return for touchdown. Offensively, they've looked pretty good besides the Sproles fumble. McCoy goes down the first half. Looks like concussion symptoms, but he comes back. But then he wasn't in there in the last drive, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if it's just keeping him out just to be safe or whatnot. I don't know if he tweaked something or whatever, but we'll see. Eagles get the ball to start the second half. They're up by 1 point. Close game, good game. Usually Eagle-Redskins games are pretty close. There's been some blowouts for, on one side or the other sometimes, but most of the time they're pretty close and hard-fought games. And so far, it is how it's been. Eagles are up 21-20 at the half. They get the ball to start the second half because they deferred to the second half. We'll see what happens. Long way to go, 2 quarters to go, but so far, Eagles with the lead, and we'll see what happens.
The red zone, the Redskins go to the empty set formation, and last week,
well, right now it's a tie game at 27, but the Redskins about to attempt a go-ahead field goal. A lot of time to go in the fourth quarter, but one of the big stories is Deshaun Jackson, a big touchdown. And the Redskins are lining up the field goal attempt now. Kai Forbath. Oh, God, he missed it. Yeah! All right. You want emotion? You got emotion. Anyhow, as I was saying before, Forbath misses this off the goalpost. Deshaun Jackson with a big touchdown, and I haven't talked about this in the series yet, and I just want to briefly just touch on it. The Eagles in the offseason basically got rid of their all-pro wide receiver, Deshaun Jackson, for reasons, that a lot of speculation as to what the reasons were. Mainly, he was just a cancer in the locker room, but never really bought into the Chip Kelly way, I guess. I thought at the time, and I still think, it was a very dumb decision to just release him. Chip Kelly's done a lot of good here since he's been here. But that decision, most Eagle fans can tell you, that's just one that left us all saying, what was that about? He came off his best season as a pro, Pro Bowl season, best numbers he's had in his career, and he's had some pretty good numbers throughout his career, and they release him for, I guess not following the way Chip Kelly does things. He's still somewhat a young receiver. He is immature in a lot of ways, but there was room to grow. And I will say this for this series, I was not for that decision. I'm still not for that decision. He was a great playmaker, and in this offense, in the Chip Kelly offense, even that much more dangerous. I don't understand how many teams you see let go of an all-pro wide receiver, one of their best playmakers, for nothing. And getting nothing in return, I should say. Not only did they let him go, but then the Redskins, a division rival, picks him up. And, of course, now he scores a big touchdown to tie the game at 27 some time back. So we're still tied at 27. Deshaun's returned to Philadelphia. He's been booed. But you know what? He's made plays, and that's what he's done. And me personally, I will always have fond memories of D-Jax as an Eagle. I'm not rooting for him now. But that return he had against the Giants and Miracle in the Meadowlands #3 was just one of the all-time great moments and comebacks for the Eagles in their history, and I always remember that, and I always remember, there's an interception by Nick Foles. That's not good. Intended for Selleck and intercepted, and the Redskins get the ball right back. That's not good. And now Nick Foles is on the ground. Oh, boy. But there's a flag. This might be roughing the passer. Anyhow, I got to get back to the game. But that's basically just in a nutshell my D-Jax comment I want to make. And back to the game. Back to the action. Wow, man. There was just a big brawl on the sidelines after Nick Foles was knocked down. The interception actually was an incomplete pass. Basically would have been ruled but Nick Foles got shoved down after the pass, and the Eagles came to his aid, and there was a big brawl just occurred, and 2 Redskins got kicked out of the game. So the Eagles still have the ball. It's still 27-all. There's 9:55 to go in the in the fourth quarter, and hey, Eagles Redskins, it's coming down to the wire, week 3, and. Yep, back to the game. Just got the lead back. Jeremy Macklin. All right, that's it. There we go, Jeremy.
Matthews goes through the middle, and then you see Macklin.
Yeah.
Off the seam and puts a bind down on the middle safety. He's not able to be there for a group that had not been able to get the ball to the wide receiver.
No one said it was going to be easy. That's the typical Eagles-Redskins game now.
More catches by the wide receiver.
All right. Malcolm Jenkins just intercepted Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins made his first mistake. Sit, Malcolm! Woo! Eagles with the ball up 7, late in the 4th. I gotta get back to the game. Well, with the interception now, the Eagles gonna attempt a 51-yard attempt by Parkey. Come on, Parkey!
Long snapper with Donnie Jones holding.
Yeah! Alex Henry would have missed it. All right, Eagles are up by 10, late in the 4th, off the interception by Malcolm Jenkins. Parkey just made a 51-yard field goal. That would have been good from 56. Right down the middle. 5 minutes, 55 seconds to go. I'll tell you what, man, it's hard to watch this game and film at the same time. So I apologize if I might miss some things. But, I'm kind of doing all this on the fly. But anyhow, Eagles are winning by 10 with 5:55 to go. Game's not over. Still a ways to go, so we'll see what happens. I think I'll just check in with you after the game. I'll film the next segment after that. I gotta get back to this game. Redskins just got a touchdown. It's now 37-34. with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And the Eagles just went backwards now on first down, 2nd and 11 up and coming. Boy, that's the emotions of the game. You're seeing it all here, and this is crazy, man. This is nuts. They got a big play on a screen pass to Roy Halou, and then he scored a touchdown later in the drive. Came back, I mean, a quick score. That's what we couldn't have right there. The Eagles got to hold on to the ball here. We'll see. Nail bite time.
4th down and possibly the game. 4th and 10. Come on, defense. Eagles up by a field goal. 37-34, and the Redskins call timeout. Drama in South Philly.
And now they're faced with a 4th down. 4th down and 10.
Oh, man.
Washington uses a timeout. As it all comes down to this snap.
This has just been a crazy, crazy game. There's been ejections. There's been lead changes. I know you can't see me very well. Sorry for the lighting. But the Eagles are up by a field goal with a minute 52 to go. Both the Eagles have all 3 timeouts. The Redskins with 2 timeouts. So here we go.
Come on, defense! Come on, defense, stop them! We'll cover the middle of the field there. Get him! Get him!
Cousins throws.
Yeah! Woo!
Cousins missed it.
The Eagles have the ball. Minute 47.
Woo!
I want to be able to breathe.
There's 2-on-1.
Oh my. That's the emotions. It's an emotional sport. The Eagles do this to me. Look, I'm red. I can't. The Eagles are going to do this to me every week. But if they win, I'll take it. Aha! For a 3rd straight week, I get to turn the hat on after the game because the Eagles win. The Eagles win 37-34 in a shootout at Lincoln Financial Field. They improved to 3-0, beating the Washington Redskins. Most Eagle Redskins games are close, so this one was no different. Eagles win by a field goal. Think back to that missed field goal by the Redskins. Could be the difference in the game. The Eagles win it and improve. Like I said, the 3-0. Redskins are 1-2. Eagles are 1-0 in division play, which is always important. Division games. And they're 2-0 at home, too. So it's good to see them, getting that home field advantage back. At least to start the season here so far. Just a hard-fought win. I mean, there were 2 players ejected. One was an Eagle, actually, Peters. They lost their center Kelsey to injury, and Peters, one of their best, one of the best tackles in the league, to an ejection. And they kind of had this makeshift offensive line, but it was good enough to hold on to the ball at the very end there, get a 1st down, and run out the clock. Redskins, Eagles defense. Looked shaky in the first half. There were some plays they gave up in the second half. They gave up a long screen pass to Roy Halou. Of course, Deshaun Jackson got an 81-yard touchdown. Of course, he gets to get a little bit of revenge there. But remember, Deshaun, who won the game? The Eagles get the win. And, of course, defense in the second half stopped the Redskins on 4th and 10. Got the ball back and 1 first down and put it away. Great win. Coming off that, coming off a short week, Monday Night Football, big win in Indianapolis on a last-second field goal. And you know what? It's a big game, to come back and win again. I mean, hey, you play on a short week. Any team plays on Monday night has to do it, but you're playing on a short week, coming back, division game against a quarterback that you never really saw before in Cousins, and he had a great game. He had a big game, threw for over 400 yards. The Eagles were able to stop the run, and the Redskins were able to get him on the pass early in the game, and it was like a flip from last week because the Colts were able to run the ball and not pass as the Eagles thought they would. So this week the Eagles are gearing to stop the run, the Redskins pass. So hey, it's that chess match, right? In the NFL, that's what you're going to do. But the Eagles were able to overcome it and overcome adversity. I mean, Nick Foles got knocked down quite a few times. Hopefully, the injury to Kelsey isn't too serious, and they'll get Peters back next week. And next week, speaking of next week, it's off to San Francisco. Second road game of the season for the Eagles. It's a 4 o'clock start here Eastern Time, and I will be with a lot of my good friends at Tilted Kilt in King of Prussia. I've been there for, over the years for some games. It's always a great place to watch a game and great environment and some very nice scenery too. Great place to watch a game, and I'll be there with a good amount of friends. Next week, we'll be off to the Kilt watching the Eagles at the 49ers at Levi Stadium. Hopefully the Eagles can get the 4-0. Be a very tough game, of course, but hey, you know what? They're 3-0 right now. The last time the Eagles were 3-0 was the Super Bowl year when they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and didn't end well. But they did start the season that year at least 3-0 and then moved on from there. Great win, gutty win. Typical Eagles-Redskins game. I didn't put my pregame prediction in here. I didn't film it. I didn't have time. And believe it or not, I actually, my prediction was the Eagles were going to win by a field goal, and that's what they did. But I don't have it on video, sorry to say. I got to do a better job, as Andy Reid would say. Andy Reid, oh, okay, let's not bring up those memories of press conferences with Andy Reid. But anyhow, the Eagles do win, and they go to 3-0, 37-34 the final. But now you got to see all the emotions of a game. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing this week to week with all the video, because I'm trying to watch the game. I'm like, video, it's fun, but it's a lot of work to do during a game. But I'll probably do this from time to time during games. It's still a lot of fun. And there you were able to see the full spectrum of emotion. We quarter by quarter, drive by drive, is just a lot of emotion that goes into it. And the Eagles, they just, so far this season, they can't win easy, can they? Anyhow, we'll see what happens next week at San Francisco. The Eagles look to go to 4-0. The Eagles right now are 3-0. I will be at Tilted Kilt, so I'm taking this show on the road. Well, a little bit. It's not too far away. But I'm taking the show on the road. I'll be with many good friends. I'll have some video for you there. So, Season of the Fan 2014 Philadelphia Eagles continues. The Eagles are 3-0. Go Birds! And I will see you in the next installment. Okay, everyone, take care. Eagles!